Hi, my name is Savannah Jordan, and I think zoos and aquariums should be closed or refined or changed to make the animals' lives better. Animals in captivity suffer from stress, boredom, and confinement. Integrational bonds are broken with the animal's parents or other animals of that breed are sold or traded to other zoos. You may see many animals do things that they wouldn't do in the wild or in their natural habitat, such as posing for a picture, dancing, or riding a camel. That process is animals being trained to be tamed. That is not good for them because that is not how they would naturally act. They are usually taken from their mothers at birth, and the mothers are sometimes killed in the process, beaten, or drugged so they can take their child away from them. Who wants to hear that about innocent animals? After hours of operation or between acts, the poor animals spend their days in crowded cages with all of the other animals that they could possibly get along with, or chained to concrete floors. If people want to see wild animals in real life, they can observe wildlife in the wild or a sanctuary. A true sanctuary does not sell or breed animals, but instead it takes unwanted exotic pets, surplus animals from zoos, or injured wildlife that can no longer survive in the wild. Petting zoos are also a concern because they have linked with numerous incidents of diseases for people, including E. coli. There is an interesting story I found from the American Animal Welfare Act, which states that establishes only the most minimal standards for cage size, shelter, healthcare, ventilation, fencing, food, and water. For example, enclosures must provide sufficient space to allow each animal to make normal postural and social adjustments with adequate freedom of movement. However, if it's just the same size as the animal, they don't have many free time or much free space to walk around and run around as they would do in the wild. I apologize nobody is watching me anymore. They had to go take care of my niece. But I think it's a big issue because nearly 500 animals died in less than 4 years in a single zoo. And I think many people should be aware and boycott or sign petitions and make sure that zoos need to be shut down, because if you're an animal lover like me, you should not want that to happen to any type of animal, whether it could be harmless to a human or not. Animals in zoos are institutionalized, and basically they live in a prison and as their enclosure for their life. They're constantly frustrated, and as I said, they suffer from frustration, boredom, stress, any negative aspect that you could think of that an animal can feel. You might not see it, they might be trained to act in a different way than they do, but it is not a good environment for animals to be in. Zoos and aquariums need to be closed because we need to take into consideration animals' lives and how they live their lives and the environment that they are in, because they are breathing, living things as well as humans are.